Long ago, in the rolling hills east of the Dead Sea, there lived a people known as the Moabites. Their land was beautiful, fertile valleys, rugged mountains, and waters that nourished their crops and cattle. Yet the story of Moab is one woven with both blessing and sorrow, because their history begins with tragedy. The roots of Moab go back to Lot, the nephew of Abraham. Lot had once journeyed with Abraham, walking alongside him as God led Abraham into the land of promise. But after the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot and his 2 daughters fled into the mountains, terrified and alone. His daughters, believing no future awaited them, made a desperate and sinful choice. From this choice came 2 sons, Moab and Ammon, fathers of nations who would later live side by side, often in conflict with Israel. The descendants of Moab grew into a strong people. They built cities, carved terraces along the hillsides, and raised herds. But as the children of Israel journeyed through the wilderness after leaving Egypt, Moab became a stumbling block in their path. When the Israelites camped in the plains of Moab, near the Jordan River, the king of Moab at that time, Balak, grew fearful. He saw the vast number of Israelites and worried they would overtake his land. So he sought help from a prophet named Balaam. Balak sent messengers with gifts, urging Balaam to curse the people of Israel. At first Balaam resisted, for he knew he could only speak what God commanded. Yet Balak persisted, offering wealth and honor. Finally, Balaam went with Balak's men, but on the way the angel of the Lord blocked his path. Balaam's donkey saw the angel, though Balaam himself did not. 3 times the donkey turned aside, saving Balaam's life, until at last Balaam's eyes were opened. He realized the seriousness of his mission. He could speak only the words of God. When Balaam stood on the heights of Moab overlooking the camp of Israel, he lifted his voice to speak curses. But instead of curses, blessings poured out. He declared the greatness of Israel, chosen by God, and even spoke of a future king who would rise like a star from Jacob. Balak grew furious, but Balaam could do nothing. God's blessing upon Israel could not be reversed. Yet the people of Moab still became a snare to Israel. While camped in their land, many Israelites were enticed into sin by Moabite women, bowing to their idols and joining in their feasts. This angered the Lord, and a plague struck the people until Israel turned back in repentance. Centuries passed, and the relationship between Israel and Moab remained troubled. Sometimes they fought as enemies. Other times they shared uneasy peace. Moab's kings often resisted the God of Israel, choosing their own idols over truth. And yet, within Moab's story lies a surprising thread of redemption. For in the time of the Judges, when famine struck the land of Israel, a woman named Naomi journeyed with her husband and sons into the land of Moab to survive. There, her sons married Moabite women, one of whom was Ruth. After Naomi's husband and sons died, she chose to